I'm trying to fix the RX-8 with an engine swap.
What my crazy idea is to fix this amazing looking and handling car by swapping in a different engine.
A turbo 4G63. And so far we figured out how to get the RX-8 5-speed bolted to the engine, and in the last episode we parked the whole thing in our test shell to see how it was all going to fit. This time on Tunes and Tunes, we're gonna make it permanent.
We're gonna come up with some ideas for bracketing, see if we can get the engine put on, and that's what we'll do. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the RX Evolution.
And we're back.
Hey.
Just like I said, we would be. It was a second ago for you. We're here.
We're always here.
What we're doing now is we are going to bolt up the power plant frame to the transmission. That will keep it in line and get our alignment each way so that the shifter hole is in the hole. And then we've got some kind of, we'll call them mock-up mounts, brackets. They're not real. They're scary, actually. We're going to turn those into real brackets, and that's why Brandon's here.
I'm the welder for the day.
He's the welder for the day. We have 3 welders in our crew. Only one of them does it professionally, but he's not here, so
It's not me.
rest in peace, Camden, because you're probably still asleep.
Sleeping.
Yeah, because it's 8 in the morning.
It's still 8 in the morning.
Yep, 8 something. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start making some brackets. Well, we're gonna bolt the power plant frame up. Brandon's gotta crawl under the car. And then we're gonna make some brackets. And that's what we're doing. Trying to find my juice, but we have to do a delicate balance now because the tail shaft of the transmission is sitting on a jack. So we're gonna have Brandon crawl under and kind of hold that up till we get to a point where we can put it on the transmission jack, which has a transmission on it. Or the jack stand. That thing's open. Maybe we'll use the jack stand. Uncle Brad.
Uncle Brad.
So it's pointing a different direction.
Yeah, but I don't think.
I don't know what I think. I don't even know. Oh, it's turned all the way up.
It's turned up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nice. You want the handle?
I'm jacking it right now. Oh yeah.
Can you turn it down and put the handle in? Do you want the handle?
It didn't allow me to do that.
Okay.
It goes
Put your phone.
back up.
Put your phone up higher.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, do you want a creeper or something? Or is it too low still?
Get low. Get low. I'll take a creeper.
All right. Suck it in. You're going to get claustrophobic.
Oh. I'm there already.
All right. No creeper.
Do you got a power glove?
Yeah. Okay, ready to go up?
Yep.
Okay. You good?
Yeah.
Still good?
Yes, keep it going.
Still good?
No, can you jack up this jack? I'm balancing here.
Okay. Look at him go under there. That's pretty good.
I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. You good?
Oh yeah. Atlas used his head, right?
Yeah. Push it up, push it up, push it up.
I'm up. If I go any further, I'm smashing.
Okay, all right.
I can feel it.
Oh, we're
You're
taking
lifting
the
the
light.
light.
Oh, like what's that creaking sound? Oh, it's the light. Okay.
Oh, you know how I am on my tiptoes.
I know. Oh, I just keep smacking you. many times am I gonna whack you?
That's sitting at a crick.
What?
It's sitting at a good crick.
Oh, it is, isn't it? There, are you happier with that?
Yeah.
And now we have adjustment.
And it does need to go ups.
I don't know. Our angle's pretty good.
Oh, we'll find out.
We are.
Time to find out.
Now it's up.
That was easy.
Snack time. I need to find my juice. You got 2 on?
Yep. Correctamundo.
Oh, geez.
We're almost there, dude.
We're almost there. This needs to go up a little. And then just over a little bit. There. Yeah, nice. Okay, that is everything sitting in the car. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat.
That's pretty neat.
Okay, so that should be aligned left and right now with
It
our...
did pick up the diff.
It
too.
did, it definitely did. Well, yeah, because before this was bolted, it wanted to sit down here. The power plant frame did.
Yeah, your power plant frame looks pretty parallel with
It
the
looks
car.
good, yeah. Okay, now we can go back down and make some brackets, huh?
Brackets.
All right, where did it put it? Oh, it's lower than I had it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That looks great.
We are smashed on the oil filter housing.
Yeah. We probably need to loosen those bolts.
Power steering?
The steering rack, yeah, just to get it
Yep.
scooched out of the way a little bit.
What you need?
Those look like 17s or 19s. So right now, the oil filter housing is touching the steering rack. So we are loosening the bolts so we can move it out of the way a little bit. We do have a steering rack relocation kit coming from a company that I'll put up here because I don't remember the name. And that'll let us scoot it out and bolt it in properly. It has an extension for the input shaft and a bump steer kit for the tie rod ends because our rack is going to be moved. So that is coming later. But for now, to make our brackets, we just need it not touching. That's what we're gonna do next. Yes, now that it's out of the way, you can see our clearance daniels there. The engine is now sitting where it's gonna sit. Look at that. See, these stupid brackets I made are no joke. Quit laughing at me, everyone. Oh, let's check the shifter hole.
Oh, see where it put you?
Yeah,
Ooh.
looks great. It's way lower than I thought it was gonna be.
We can still move left and right.
No, it doesn't need it.
I know, but I'm saying we can still, if we want.
Okay.
It's just if you want.
Well, I don't want to. I think it's choice. I think it's good. Well, maybe not.
No, it's not sitting low?
Well, maybe it is.
Well, maybe it is still sitting low.
So is it the engine sitting a little lower than normal? Perhaps. Is it too low? I don't think so. The bell housing's not touching the cross member. I did sound like Jerry Seinfeld, didn't I? It's not touching this cross member here, so it's not too low. I don't think it's supposed to touch to begin with. But anyway, and then we look at our angle on the CVs and they look just fine, honestly. Everything's pretty straight. I think that's what we're gonna go with because we kind of want a little more clearance in the engine bay from that Firewall trans tunnel with our big old tall 4-cylinder that was never meant to be in here, but probably is gonna fit, probably. People have done it. We're people. I think our height's okay. The shifter looks a little short in there, but
Short shifts.
we can get a different shifter. We can lengthen a shift rod, arm, lever. We'll figure out more. I think we're good to make mounts. I think the engine's in an okay place, and we're gonna be okay to make mounts. What do you think?
Time to get to welding and cutting and stuff like this.
Let's get to work. You wanna start with the driver's side?
Yeah, because it's already there.
I think so. It's very close. Okay, so I need to put the jack under the transmission just to hold this up.
If you feel that's necessary.
Well, I don't.
You don't trust your mount enough to hold.
No, look at it.
What the hell is even that?
The one made out of the Richter set?
It's better than that. Oh, Brandon.
I didn't lock it down. I shaboozied that thing.
How rude. Okay, now we can take that mount off.
That shin tube mount?
That bracket. You know what? I did a good job. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, see? Look at that.
Look at that.
It's nice. That's bent with that by hand.
With it by hand.
With it by hand. Okay, let's see what we got to work with. Is our short one? Oh,
Perfect.
it's perfect. So we're gonna make some out of this. This is a 2x2 square tube. We're basically gonna make this, but square. Got that mount put on.
Wow.
Yep, looks like an UGG boot or a Scar butt stop. So now we're on to the other side. So obviously we'll clean that up, powder coat it, it'll look real good, but it clears everything and it's solid.
And it holds.
And it holds. So now we're getting this side off so that we can make this one. These are the brackets that we're kind of using to start our bracket. These are from the MightyMax, actually, the D50 build. These came on the 2.6 block, and they're really close to this block, so we just got to drill an additional hole right there, and then that kind of gives us like a good start for our square tube that we're using. But this is a little piece of Brandon's truck on this car, which is cool. We try and do that.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thanks,
You're
Brandon.
welcome.
So this is our driver's side bracket. As you can see, this is what it looks like an UGG boot with a sole on it. But yeah, so this just needs cleaned up. We got our sleeve in there, or else we would crush the tube when we tightened it. I can measure for bolts, get the perfect bolts. Yeah, that's our driver's side. He's finishing up passenger side right now. Now that we have the second mount done, or the passenger side, it's tacked in place, and the engine is perfectly the same level as the body. So we're not doing it to the ground, we're matching the level to the body. And it's got two beefy beefcake mounts in. As you see, they're beefy and cakey. And Brandon had to scurry on off, because it takes a while to fab stuff up, and he's got kids, and a wife and a puppy. So we'll come back and finish welding all that up, grind it all down, powder coat it, and they'll look really nice.
There's a million ways to make mounts for an engine swap, and we're not professionals by any means. This is the approach we took to be able to use off-the-shelf RX-8 mounts and keep the brackets as simple as possible. But I'm really happy with the way these brackets turned out. I wanted to show the brackets finished up, but now we're gonna jump back a little to test fitting the oil pan.
Oil pan. Oil pan. So this is the oil pan from the G4JS block. This we notched for the starter to get that to all fit. Now that the engine is in the block, the engine is in the car, the block is in the car, we're gonna try and make sure this fits, see what we need to do with the subframe, notching, not notching. This is the part, this is the front, right? So this is where it meets up. No, it isn't. This is the front, this is where it meets up. So, you know, it comes in from the block a little bit here, and the block is, I mean, we'll see. We're gonna see if it fits, and if we need to notch the subframe. A lot of the K-swaps for RX-8s, they have to notch the subframe. There's actually some off-the-shelf kits you can get. We're gonna see if and what we need to do. So we are gonna test that now. Okay, so I can't even get it in, but I think it can go in there. Like if I had it on the block already, I think it would be okay. You know what? If I take the oil pickup off, I can get it up. So we do have to notch the subframe, which is why I'm under here with this. I've got a couple holes drilled. We marked it with some Sharpie, and so I'm just gonna get to notching this for the oil pan. Notched! Okay, so we've got it notched out now. We're gonna lower this and see where it sits now. Put our brackets back on, and the last thing after that is the firewall, but everything else should be clear. So right there, it's resting on the, it's still resting on the lip of the subframe. So to answer your question,
Backwards?
this is where it goes on the RX-8.
Yeah, on an RX-8.
But because I'm using an Evo flywheel, the teeth are on this side.
So we need just a block plate?
Yeah, probably.
3D print and design?
Yeah, 3dprintanddesign.com. Okay, so we've got the engine in with the mounts on, the brackets on, the oil pans on, and you can see we've got just a touch of contact there. So actually what we need to do is just finish that line like that, and the pan will clear. It's in there. I wasn't sure if we were gonna have to like take off this whole lip, but you can see over here we got plenty of room, you know. So maybe on the actual subframe in shell number 1, the one this is going in, we'll probably just take it down to this lip so that we have a nice bottom line. So we'll remember that. We'll use this as our guide. But I'm pretty happy with it. Oil pan's on, engine's in. Now we need to put the head on. So to the firewall.
To the firewall.
That's gonna do it for this one. In the next episode, we'll dive into the firewall to make the head fit into this chassis. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it.
Welcome back, YouTube.
No,
Got the gloves on.
we're not back. Or we're still here. We never left.
I got the butt wiggle.
Nice.
You perverts.
Steady cam with Cooper.
Your steady cam.
This is how you do. This is. They won't tell you this, but this is how they do it in the movies.
What are you doing?
He,
Oh.
for my steady cam.
That's good.
Visualize and attack.
Visualize and attack. That's good.
Visualize and attack.